Okay, there is one more thing which we forgot to cover on our preservation and dehydration sort of harvesting into the winter, and that is the wonder beans. So this year we planted beans everywhere, and I planted in so many different stages. Not just because beans are really good for you, it's a great source of protein, but they're very versatile. You can eat them fresh as they come, you can freeze them, you can dry them like these ones, you can stew them, you can do so many things with them. And yeah, it's just great. And the fact that you can be lazy in the way that you leave them as long as possible until they dry, and then you just scatter them for them to become sort of papery, and then whenever you have time towards the winter, you just open and deshell them. So super proud of my beans, like so many beans. We already had more than just that. And the other thing with beans is that they use very little space. They just grow upwards, depends if you have dwarfs or not. So we put them in our Three Sisters. I put them in every different bed that I can find the space that they have somewhere to climb. And one of the places as well that I put them that I thought they looked very pretty, it was around the asparagus beds. So we put as well around the asparagus bed, which I thought it looked really pretty. Then we have some poles around that, and in each one of them I had 2 or 3 plants growing around it. And the type that we have, they just grew really tall. So we decided to continue letting them grow and putting further string to go to other parts. So the garden looked super full, and part of it was just because there were beans everywhere. The flowers are lovely, they're great for pollinators, and the other thing that beans do as well is fix nitrogen in your soil, and that's something that is really helpful for complementing other plants. So beans, beans, beans all around.
Obsessed with beans, you can have a look. Beautiful black beans that we've got here, super easy to rehydrate. Essentially you just put them in water, just leave them for 8 hours, something like that, just until they're a bit better, and then you boil them up. Have a look online for some recipes, and they are delicious. So we'd love to hear what beans you've been growing, because we've been obsessed.